and welcome to another episode of Steve's Soft Drink Shack. Today we're going to be looking at another interesting imported American pop, and that's Mountain Dew Code Red. Mountain Dew Code Red has a bit of an interesting history in Canada because we had it for a little while. Pretty much right after they introduced it, we had it for a couple months and then they got rid of it. And the reason for that is because of Canadian law. Mountain Dew is different in Canada than it is in the US. In the US, Mountain Dew contains caffeine, while in Canada, due to our laws, it can't. Caffeine here is considered a drug rather than a food additive, and therefore it's regulated. It can be added to dark pops like cola or root beer in limited amounts, but it can't be added to any clear pop, and because of that, Mountain Dew in Canada has a different formula than it did in the US. Mountain Dew must sell well enough here for such a change in formula to be able to be economically viable because they produce it, while Mountain Dew Code Red must have been cancelled because it probably wasn't viable to be making this drink in two different formulas. And so, I've been able to get my hands on an American can of Code Red, and I'm looking forward to having a drink of it today. But it's one thing interesting to note, that Canada recently changed its laws in 2010. We allowed caffeine to be added to soft drinks that aren't just cola, and so now Canadian Mountain Dew is marketed as Mountain Dew Citrus Charge, as though it were an energy drink, even though it's the same as just plain old American formula Mountain Dew. And so, as you can see, the Code Red has a distinct red, almost a pink tinge to it, and it's transparent, so you can tell why it didn't pass muster for Canadian caffeine laws, because it is clearly not a brown pop. I'm going to be honest, I'm not really sensing any Mountain Dew in there at all. It's definitely a totally different drink. I wonder why the Mountain Dew branding was even necessary for it. But it's definitely good. It has a cherry kick. It's not too dissimilar to the Tahiti Treat I reviewed last week. Yeah, just like that. It's almost a liquid candy, very sweet. If you like sweet things, if you like liquid candy, I would recommend this to you. But this definitely isn't something, personally, I'd want to drink every day. It's a little too sweet for my taste. Now, if you are Canadian and you remember having Mountain Dew Code Red and you're interested in getting it back again, I noticed there's a Facebook group online and a big campaign fighting to get Mountain Dew Code Red back in Canada, and I'll put a link to that in the description of this video. And as always, if you liked it, if you didn't like it, leave a comment, let me hear what you think. And don't be afraid to put some suggestions. If you suggest something to me, I'll be sure to get around to it eventually.